Hi everyone. Hi everyone. I hope you have a good time. Uh, as you probably noticed, I did not make video for last week also, you know, because I did not have time for it. But today is my day off, so I decided to make one more video, exercise my English a little bit, and talk about some interesting stuff. Today is 10th of August. Right now is 9 o'clock in the morning by Moscow time. I am Levan Gudadze. Probably you noticed that. So yeah, let's start, man. Firstly, I will talk about a recent decision. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? That's kind of crazy, man. This Yandex browser has some app that just pump up for no reason. Big brother, probably. I don't know. What can you do, man? They are listening to everyone, everywhere. Yeah, so yeah, fuck it. Let's continue. And yeah, I was talking about a recent decision decision to try to return to my profession and find a job in a journalistic field. As you know, almost entire my adult life I was journalist. I'm journalist by education, and I finished Tbilisi State University, Faculty of Journalism, and I did work in many news outlets, mainly in news agencies. And I had to leave this profession in 2009 when you know my story probably. If you don't, you can check my videos, and one of them is dedicated to my story, so you can learn about that. So since 2009, I was writing, I was distancing step by step myself from journalism, and right now I don't have anything to do with this field. My work is my current job is has nothing to do with journalism, and but a few weeks ago I did decide to try to return to profession, and I sent my CV. I apply on to many news outlets, and I did apply for vacancies that they have. And after 2 weeks, only one newspaper only was one newspaper give me some attention, and then that attention was kind of not really what I was hoping for, because they wrote me that they like to see how I'm writing, so they asked me to write something about any subject that I choose, so they will examine it. And they may not realize that, but for me that was insulting, because I had many years of experience. When I was writing for best news agencies in Georgia, I was writing for one of the best analytic analytical uh, portals and analytical institutions, I would say. And now to receive later from some newspaper that they want to examine my writing. I mean, it's crazy, man. It sounds crazy for me. So I wrote them back that I did thank for time that they spend and attention that they give me, but you know, uh, I refuse to write for them anything. So yeah, and for me it seems like there will be no they they are there are no real opportunities to go back in journalism because there is no journalism no more, man. Not in Russia, not in rest of the world, because journalists are working for people. Only purpose for journalists is to give as much information as possible to society. So better informed society will make better decisions. But in situation when all or almost all media outlets are controlled by state or corporations that are in close ties with state or elites, in that kind of situation there is no space left for real journalists. And that's why probably, only place that we go for information is internet. You know, me personally, I don't watch TV for decades now, but I do read and watch and listen many political commentators on internet because you know it's the only place that you can hear from independent thinkers that are active. So yeah, it is what it is, man. I did make mistake when I was thinking that it's possible to go back to a profession, but shit happens. In near future, I will start looking for a new job anyway, not in the journalistic field, but my current job is, it's okay, but it takes too much time and money that that I am making is, it's not, it's too little, man, for so much time that I'm spending for this job. So I should find something else with better pay, and I will try. I will try. Let's see how it goes, man. Meanwhile, whenever I have some time and whenever I feel that I want to make some video, I will do it, and I will talk about some different stuff, man, about my personal life or about some news and politics and stuff on YouTube. And this way, at least I will improve my English. In these times, I don't even know where I'm gonna needed this English, man, because Western companies are leaving Russia one by one, and tourists from the Western world are less and less in Russia. So I mean, opportunities or let's say workplaces that English is needed are or required are less and less really. But anyway, who knows? One day maybe things may change, and the fact that I do know English will become useful. Yeah. So now let's go to the news, man. Let's check some news outlets and see what is going on in the world. Probably you hear about explosions on Russian airbase in Crimea yesterday. That took place yesterday. Initially, there was many different versions of what happened, but eventually, Ministry of Defense of Russia did said that those explosions were because of malfunction of some bombs or something like that. So, if that's true, then I mean, and there is no way to like check this information because how are you gonna check, you know? But I saw videos and explosions were quite massive, man. You know. So what else, man? But right now, oh, that's the news that 13 people were 13 people were injured by these explosions in a village of Novofedorovka, Crimea. That's where this military air base are located. So one person is one person died and 13 are injured as a result of these explosions. That's the latest news. And yet again, I mean, you can read here that Ministry of Defense of Russia said that there was no attack on the military base. The reason for these explosions were just malfunction of some ammunition. Do I believe in this explanation? I mean, I'm not sure really, but who knows, man? Who knows? So what else, man? Here you can read that Russia is Russia demanding in UN some let me translate this. Yeah, let me translate this. Russia has required a meeting of the UN Security Council on August of 11 in connection with the Ukrainian attacks on the Zaporozhye nuclear power plant. So this is quite a big story in my understanding, because for the last few days, almost every day, Russian media outlets were writing about some attacks on this power plant, this nuclear power plant, and to be honest, I mean, it seems like Zelensky's regime is crossing the line from which there are no return, because they are what they do is nuclear terrorism. You know what you can say, man. I mean, if one of the nuclear cores will malfunction as a result of these attacks, it can cause some major nuclear disaster, man, in the middle of Europe. So Zelensky's regime and these motherfuckers are crazy, man. It's, you know, there's nothing to say really, because what they do is state terrorism, man. You know. So yeah, they are attacking nuclear plants, man. Crazy fucking idiots, man. So here we have information that let's translate this one too. Zaharova, that's a spokesperson for the Foreign Ministry of Russian Federation. So Maria Zakharova called the blocking by the UN Secretariat of the IAEA visit to the what the fuck, man? Zaporozhye nuclear power plant irresponsible. So this UN Secretariat blocked the inspection of this nuclear power plant. Sorry. Because you know, Western elites don't want the world to know what is going on. They don't want to know that regime that they are supporting is shelling nuclear power plant. It is what it is. So what else making headlines now? When it comes to Ukraine, you probably there is channels on YouTube that are devoting a lot of time to the Ukrainian conflict. So there is no reason for me to you know, copy their work. They are doing, you know, great job. I mean, particularly that channel under the name of Military Summary. I mean, they are doing great job, man. And not just them. I mean, I do watch and listen to these guys. You know, the Duran show. They are making great job too. They you know. So there is not too big developments on a front line. Russian and Allied forces are taking more and more territories from Zelensky's regime, and this will continue, man. As I said many times before, in the end, Moscow control will end up entire south and east parts of Ukraine, from Kharkov in the north to the Odessa in the south, and that means entire Black Sea coast of Ukraine will become will be controlled by Russia, and Ukraine become a landlocked state. What will be left from the Ukraine that we knew, you know? That's inevitable in my understanding. So, what only stuff that matters now is how long it will take, you know, because longer this conflict will continue, there will be more casualties. That's bad, man. You know, quicker it will finish, and less casualties will occur. So yeah, what else are making headlines? I mean, Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs saying that Moscow and Washington will talk about talk about uh, let's see. What? Yeah, that's not. Yeah, so it seems like Moscow and Washington will talk uh, about treaty of strategic offensive weapons. As you probably know, Moscow decided to uh, to to restrict to restrict Washington's opportunity to make inspections on certain Russian strategic areas because of current crisis in Ukraine and in relationships between Russia and the USA. So, Russian Foreign Ministry saying that there will be talks about that kind of stuff in the future, but yeah, nothing is special. Here you have news that head of NATO, Stoltenberg, this fucking intellectually failed clown, said that he said that he is not don't know he, how long the Ukrainian conflict will last, but he is But he is saying that West should support and NATO should support Ukraine as long as it's necessary. You know, everyone knows that West will use Ukrainians as before last Ukrainian soldiers standing and are willing to fight. No doubt about that. So by now, probably everyone do understand that West don't give a damn about Ukraine and Ukrainians, man. Nothing new there. I mean, yeah, nothing is too special, man. Here on your nose, you have information that China is not, China saying that it will use force if it's necessary to reunite with Taiwan. But that's what China always said, man. The priority for them is peaceful talks and peaceful reunification. But if they have to use force, they will use force, and I mean nothing is new in this information, really. Here we have news that Biden president of USA, at least formal one, signed the protocols on the accession, how you say, of access. He signed protocols that Finland and Sweden will join NATO. So, okay, yeah, I mean, Biden signed protocols of Finland and Sweden joining NATO. Okay, I mean, who cares? Really. These countries are, you know, part of Western anti-human bloc anyway. So nothing is really changing in that sense. So yeah, man, this is it probably. I mean, mm, this is it. Nothing is too big. Um, I don't even know. Maybe I don't even upload this video because I mean, nothing is really happening. I mean, to to be very much interesting. But anyhow, and to be honest, I mean, even though I will continue to upload some videos, I do understand that only a few people watching my stuff, and only a few people interested in my opinion. So there is no pressure on me to like make videos every day or every other day. So yeah, this is it for now. Probably world is continuing to be pushed by Western ruling elites towards Third World War, and unfortunately, all of us, entire human population of this planet, is heading to exactly the same direction. Yeah, that's it, man. Bye for now. Have a nice day and take care.